Hey guys, hope you're having a good day or night wherever you are. It's been a while um, since I made a video, and I've just wanted to make this video for a while now, and it's been a long time. It's been a long time coming since I've wanted to speak about this, and the reason why I haven't made any other videos, um, it's just because I've just been trying to just relax and and just and just try to rebuild and recover really. And I've I've not been going through a good time at the moment. And when I've just not been feeling optimistic or anything. But a while ago I made a video about accusing this person who was in my class last year of bullying me, and the video was called "Feeling Like a Bit of a Victim to Bullying," and I said it in the intention of just getting out to everyone about how I felt, and and I wanted a response from him, which I did get. And I just wanted to vent. I was so stressed and depressed that I felt like a way of getting this message out was just to record it all. And it's took a long time to get where I am now with this person. It might sound stupid and pathetic, or it might seem pathetic that I've been trying so long. And but I'm just so glad that I've sorted things out with this guy, and I've come to good terms with him, because this what I'm going through right now, from this ongoing stress at college, where I felt like I haven't been able to sort this problem out, with feeling bullied and harassed, and just storing up this frustration up in my mind all the time, every day. It's just so tiring. And I've probably shared my worst moments on this channel, and I know you've got to see how I felt. And I've even talked about suicide, and I've talked about saying this might be my last video. I've done a lot of things what I'm ashamed of doing, and how I've been feeling. And and others have just felt like it's something what can just fade away like that, just like like I'm putting on the waterworks or something. But I'm not. It's been hell for me to say anything like this, and to talk about this to anyone. But I'm so glad about the support I get, and I'm so glad that this places like Samaritans and Calm, who I can speak to when I'm having my worst days. And I spoke to this person, and I told him how I felt, and I said to him I felt like you intimidated me, and I'm so glad that I came to good terms with him, because I realised that he never intended to bully me, and he never intended to make me feel like this. And this has been an important part in my life where I've just got to let go now, and properly sort things out with this guy. And I'm so glad that I could talk to him, and he messaged me about apologising. it's something like that what means so much. It doesn't have a price tag on. Someone's apology doesn't have a price tag on, and it's worth more than you can ever imagine. You know. It's saying all this and explaining how I feel and opening up to people about these this this problem I've been having and been wanting to commit suicide and I'm feeling so trapped and alone. It's just felt like a nightmare, and it's just made me feel weak. It's made me feel weak as a guy to feel like such a failure to just keep keep this problem with me and to feel like there's no one there who can support me. I felt like I felt like when I when I got in touch with this guy, it made me feel so pathetic because at the same time I felt like it was doing this to me, and and another side of my head, I was feeling like, well, no, it's just all in your mind. But one way or another, I felt like I needed some kind of response, and I'm so glad that I've been able to talk with this person, and because it's been a while. It's been a while since I've been able to open up to anyone and say anything what I needed to say. No matter what someone's going through, don't just think it's nothing, because the closest people who could be your best friends, or it could be a colleague, or it could be your brother or your sister, they can be going through shit. They could be going through some shit that you might not be aware of, and they could be holding it back, and if they need to talk, let them talk, and don't ever feel like it's nothing, and don't ever belittle their problem, and because the worst thing you can say to someone is to say, well, that's not much, that's not a real problem, and a lot of the time the problems start up in here. The psychological problems, they start up here. And mental health is probably the biggest epidemic in the UK right now, and probably in the world. There's so many people who are taking their lives each and every single day because they're going through some problem, which could be internal or external, and they feel like they've got no escape, and they can't properly live their life. But I'm so glad that I've had this moment of actually speaking to this person who I've talked about day in and day out on my channel, because it's felt like a long time coming, and I don't care how long it's taken. I'm just so glad that I've been able to talk about it, because it's sometimes the people who's made you feel like this don't always initially mean what they say, or actually gone out with intent to cause you stress. What's been a long time, what's long-term stress. You know, and I apologised to this guy for forever accusing him of of um of this bullying. You know, because it wasn't until he told me that I was persuaded and I was convinced about how he actually wants to make me feel, and he wants to make me feel more involved. And you know, and you know, and it I could tell it was genuine. And you know, and I'm so glad that I got this apology, because it's not like I always was on bad terms with him, and it's not always the fact that I was never okay with him at college, because I was, you know, and 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 this by far is, you know, it's probably not been the worst ever thing what's happened to me, you know, and you know, and it's not since after college I've actually seen him as something different to what I had in my head when I was at college. But you know, I know that I can get over this, and I'm just so glad, and I'm so thankful for the support I get off my family and friends. You know, because I never knew what kind of response I would get by opening up and making posts and posting this video on Facebook on how I felt these videos. And I'm so glad I've got people in my corner who can realise the situation I'm going through. You know, and sometimes, you know, sometimes people who are going through this, you know, don't, you know, sometimes they just want someone who they can open up to, you know, or someone with them. You know, we don't even have to say anything, but just that time, you know, out of your life to be a change in someone, you know, means a lot, you know. You know, that's why I've never liked to be that person for someone's downfall or someone's depression or their stress, you know, because everyone's fighting battles, everyone's going through some kind of war, and everyone has struggles, and you know, you just never know what someone's going through. You know, we could have lost a relative, we could have lost someone, you know, quite close to him. You know, but you know, just foremost, I'm just so glad I've been able to get this out in the open and get through to this guy. You know, because I'm the type of person who can be convinced when, you know, when someone is actually making a lot of sense on what they've said. And I never like to just keep this fixed mind, you know, and just be fixed on my side of the story. I always like to have an open mind and to hear what someone's got to say. And I'm just so glad that, you know, I've been able to make sense of it all. And by no way this is me, you know, by no chance, you know, this is me being 100% okay and I'm recovered and, you know, emotionally repaired. You know, I know there's probably a long way to go on, but you know, this is just a stepping stone, and I'm so thankful for this person to apologise to me. You know, and I think I'll help anyone, and I'll keep helping people as long as I live, because everyone deserves some kind of closure, and everyone deserves some kind of escape from their life. You can just sit out and talk to someone for at least 5 minutes, and because that can be the change in someone's life, where they could go from completely losing it all, and they could be planning to commit suicide. And then they could go from that feeling to feeling like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep going, and I'm gonna find a way to get back up on my feet and admit that I've got a problem, and be okay with, with myself not being okay. It's just those kind of instances where someone feels like this. Don't ever just shut them out, and don't ever just think that they're not important, because everyone is important. You hear it all the time about, people who are in debt, or people who are bullied at school. And I actually came across this story where this kid in America, he was about to kill himself after school. He cleaned out his locker, he cleaned out his bedroom, and he was about to kill himself, and this other guy actually talked to him, and he just bumped into him, and the person who was feeling so terrible actually made a friend, and it saved his life. And it's just cases like that where what make the biggest difference in someone's life. So yeah, the next video I make, I will be okay, and I'm going to make sure that I get this closure, and no matter what, I'm going to keep trying to feel a little bit better, even if it is 10%, because like I said, everyone goes through problems, and it can happen to anyone. So I hope you have a brilliant day, whatever it is what you're doing, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.